Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Bricks. Bricks House with Billy Antonio.
For 50 more bricks. Ballin' like a with all these bricks.
Welcome back. This is a live episode of Bricks House with Billy Antonio. We did it live the right way. It's also streaming on our Facebook. YouTube just hit me up with the email notification now. Welcome. Episode 131. Getting back to the loving and caring season of football now. Tonio, let's get right into it, man. The AP released their top 10. They released the top 25, but I just got the top 10 written down here. Number one's Georgia. Do we want to talk about that Clemson game? Tell me what your takeaway was.
Dabo done. And it's his own fault. Not going in that portal, not using that NIL money to make sure his team's better. It shows. It shows that you're not keeping up with the rest of the people. And if his school is like everybody else around the country, he's on the hot seat. Because we said this last week. Hey, you're probably not beating Georgia. But if you can get within 8 to 10 points and make it look convincing, because the ACC is wide open. Well, it was wide open. It's Miami's now. But he didn't do that at all. He just went out there and let them boys get destroyed. And
that first half was really good still, though, right?
Billy, I don't care.
I'm asking you, though. Was the first half?
It was all right, bro. But that Kirby's offense is slow. You got a white man running the ball on you, bro. Come on, Billy. Hey, and I'm talking about running and looking good. It was
Colorado had a white man running that ball, and he looked damn good. So we'll get to that game later.
Yeah, 9 yards, Billy. I don't care about how.
2 carries. 2 carries.
Had 4 carries with 9 yards, Billy. But hey, he might
got that big first down. That's where I got really excited.
He might have led the rushers over there. That's how much they was running it. I think Dabo's inability to or willingness to adapt is what is gonna hurt him in the long run. Like everybody hitting that portal, man. Everybody hitting that portal. Everybody paying that NIL money.
Hit me with Georgia. How many transfers did Georgia get? Keep going, Tonio.
And he too young to be like Nick Saban and be like, you know what? I'm gonna just retire. Nah, you can't. Like you're gonna have to keep coaching. So either he adapt or he go. They got 9.
They got 9 transfers. See, that's only 9. That's not that much.
Is 9 more than 0?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's what it is, Billy. Like, you gotta adapt to this new game, bro. Look at everybody else. Look at Lane. Lane put us in competition to be one of the elites because of that transfer portal. Shit, look at Colorado. They had 42 motherfuckers in the transfer portal.
Yeah.
If he not doing that, he out of there, Billy. It's sad to say.
So the only problem I have, I don't think it's this year. I think he can afford to have a bad season this year, but I think they'll talk to him and they'll be like, hey, dude, if you don't hop on this portal, like this is the last year. Like this is what we're doing. I think him having a good first half, the way the game unraveled, Tonio, it's like if you look at the box score, you're obviously like, damn. But watching the game, it was just unraveling. It was a bad penalty here. It was a holding call that took him back on a first down. A really bad play that got him out of field goal range. Just like these little things that were happening. And then obviously then your bigger ones happen, your pick 6. Then he threw another pick that was just not good, but they were trying to hurry. And it didn't look as bad as I think the final score indicated if you just kind of looked at the game and kind of saw the game for what it was. Definitely not as bad as the Florida State loss, which we'll get into that one too. Yeah. But I think the ranking should have been Georgia and then you do number 1. I think that's how the ranking should have came out. But they just looked absolutely incredible. I think it's more of a look how good Georgia is as opposed to how bad Clemson is. I think they make it up week 2. Obviously, they probably play some Schlack Division 2 team and get it right. And Dabo, like you said, though, Dabo does need to be like, hey, we got to do the transfer portal because this isn't going to work.
He got to. There's no way.
But let's say though, Tonio, he gets to the playoff, wins a game in the playoff, beats not a SEC team, beats a different team, and goes to the next round. It's hard to say like, oh, this isn't working.
Yeah, but is he going to get out of the ACC? Like, is he good enough to beat Boston College? Is he good enough to beat Georgia Tech? I ain't even talking about Miami yet. Like, is he good enough to beat them? We don't know because you just. I mean, and I'm not talking to. I ain't calling the people that he got out there trash by any means, but when you want to play with the big boys, you got to have some big boys out there on the field, Billy. That's just what it is, bro. And he don't got a lot of them. Man.
So let's go to number 2, Ohio State. I think they should have dropped. Didn't really have a great showing. It wasn't bad, but it was the Emeka Egbuka show, and he was just showing out. That true freshman was also just showing out, showing why he's a starter on this crazily deep Ohio State wide receiver room. We don't really got to get into it unless you got something to say about Ohio State.
Trash. They're trash. They shouldn't. Okay. If they play somebody during the season other than Michigan, we might see them lose. They didn't look like ass, but they didn't look good. And all that running power in the backfield, and y'all ain't just exploding.
It wasn't a good look. But I think Chip Kelly. When we get into the Michigan ranking, we'll talk more about that too. But I think Chip Kelly was kind of hiding some of the plays. Like, I don't think he wanted to just bust out everything on Akron. I think he just wanted to kind of coast by and get a dub real quick. Texas at 3. What's up?
I think he just sabotaging Ryan Day so he can go and get that job, man.
That's fair. Yeah, probably. Ryan Day's stupid for hiring that guy. But Texas at 3, and I'm a Texas hater. Been a Texas hater. They should have been 2. Texas should have been 2. They fucking destroyed Colorado State.
Man, that's bad. That's bad.
Arch Manning got in there and looked like he's supposed to be starting. That motherfucker looked damn good.
Nah, Quinn's the starter. We not gonna gas Arch.
He didn't go to Mississippi. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, fuck him. Fuck him.
All right, if Arch went to Mississippi, you want him starting over Jackson Dart?
Nah.
Not now, huh?
Jackson Dart looked damn good too, goddamn it. Yeah. I think Texas could have been number 2.
Because I would have put it would have been Texas 2.
Would have been number 4 or 5. Because Alabama destroyed whoever they played, and they look good doing it.
Yep, and that's our number 4 is Bama. Kalen DeBoer looks like he knows exactly how to use Jalen Milroe to the utmost of what he needs to do.
Looked a little scary. I know who it was playing, but that shit looked real polished out there.
Yeah,
already. And I'm just like, God damn.
Not again.
You think like fuck a fall from grace? Nope.
Then you're gonna hate this one, Notre Dame, all the way up to number 5.
I told you, I knew it was gonna happen. I've been arguing with Gerke all weekend. He said,
"Welcome back, Rich." By the way,
yeah, welcome back. Sorry, son of a bitch. I was arguing with him all weekend about how they still suck as Texas A&M, and with that bet that me and you got, I'm real confident that I'm gonna win that.
I'm looking a little less confident. That quarterback play at A&M, whoever that guy was, not good. I don't know what it is with remember that couple years with LSU where their quarterbacks were not good.
Yeah, that's what this is looking like.
He got 5 stars everywhere.
He was like, I got to be better somehow, some way. Yeah, it's already time.
Yeah, and then again, the Ole Miss at number 6. I don't understand how. Like, I wouldn't have put Ohio State above them, and I definitely wouldn't have put Notre Dame. Notre Dame should get a little credit for going on the road and winning. I think that's a big thing, and they didn't play. You could say A&M sorry, but they still have 5 stars littered everywhere, whereas opposed to, our Alabama's, Texas's, Ohio State's playing these kind of shitty schools. Again, that's why I had Georgia so high in the rankings. But Ole Miss, Jackson Dart looked like a gangster. Let me give you his first half stats, Tonio. 16 of 20 with 300 yards, had 4 touchdowns. One of those was a rushing touchdown. Just you could have ended the game with that stat line, and it would have been fine.
Yeah,
Crazy.
It was like, all right, let me find something else to watch. I was like, man, we looking too good. Let me go watch somebody else who's looking trash. I'm happy about it, though. I'm happy about it. Number 7, Billy, I really don't. They should be number 10. They look terrible. And if Bo Nix was all that carried them last year, he's better than me and Matt gave him credit for. Even though he's been playing for 9 seasons like the fucking person from Miami, the tight end from Miami. Him both played the same amount.
Got a touchdown on Saturday, too. Jesus.
You got to give him a touchdown. He ain't going to the league, Billy. It's been 9 years. Bo just
Speaking of Bo Nix, he was named captain, by the way, as a rookie.
Good for Bo. Okay.
Yeah, maybe Bo. Well, he was already a pro. Like I said,
he's the oldest person in their locker room. He should be a captain.
Bro, he started as a true freshman at Auburn. That is fucking crazy. Yeah. He started as a true freshman and still played 6 years. That is just what are we doing? Yeah. He's 4 years older than Lamar Jackson. What the fuck is happening?
Bro, he's been a pro for a year.
A 2-time MVP. You show up to the league talking about, what's up, Rook? This is your senior. What?
Hey, you can't fucking, y'all can't put him through none of that shit. Y'all haze him, he gonna break some shit, bro. But yeah, the fall from grace looks like it might be imminent this year for them. I don't know if they just had a bad game, but
Dan Lanning will get it together, right?
I don't know. I don't know. Because like I said, bro, what if Bo Nix was what kept them running like that? And what's his name? Dylan Gabriel? That's he's not sorry, but
maybe just take a second.
17-14 Idaho, Billy. Nobody
in Oregon.
I was talking to my surgeon when I went to my appointment yesterday. I was like, bro, nobody in Idaho knows that Idaho has a football team. How the fuck does Oregon just let them come out here and like be?
They put up 2 tugs on them.
2 tugs. It was close. It was close, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Because you're in a different conference now. You're not over here in the Pac-12, so the competition might get a little stiffer. Like you might play shit. Don't they play Iowa and shit like that? A couple of these defense that might be like, yeah, we'll stop you. Like
like not going to score a lot of points. They'll put a couple stops up though.
Yeah, it'll stop you. Shit. We'll turn a defensive touchdown or a defensive play into a touchdown.
So Iowa also had a punt return for a touchdown. They got called back for some silly holding week 2. Yeah, I was like, okay, well, whatever. But 7, I think Dan Lanning will figure it out. I think he's good enough to where he's gonna definitely be like, hey, we got to stop fucking around. But at number 8 is Penn State, and I think that was a way bigger win for James Franklin than
that was. Okay. I agree with you 100%. I think they should actually be above Oregon myself.
Yeah.
Just because they had that game as a close game and he blew the water out of them. Like he blew it out the water. So, like we just said, got all these new teams coming over there. We discussed that last week. Like, hey, what you going to do now? Because you got Oregon over here. Yeah. You got USC not USC. USC over there?
Yep.
Yeah, USC over there. Hey, you're going to have to make a splash early. And that West Virginia team went no hoe. And he went out there and was like, nah, they some hoes. I'm going to show y'all that Hey, I might not be number 1 or 2, but I ain't never losing this number 3 spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good showing.
Back to that.
Yeah, that was a good showing for him.
Let me give you Drew Allar's stat too, because we forget too. A lot of people, and again, just going on Twitter, a lot of my analysis coming from Twitter. That's probably not good. But all these people not understanding, there was also a fucking like 2.5 hour rain delay where it was pissing. And that's so hard. I don't know if you've ever been in a rain delay, Tonio, but that shit is so hard to come back. Like your body's already like, oh, thank God we're not getting hit every 5 seconds now. Thank you. Oh, Jesus. And then to go back into that after that fucking break, like, what are we doing? Like this isn't how it's going to go. But let me give you Drew Allar's first half stats. I got a lot of first half stats written down just because it was easier just to be like, Jesus Christ, these teams.
Yeah.
But 8 of 3 for 3 tugs and 199 yards, or 8 of 13, excuse me, 3 tugs and 199 yards. Shit, Chris even giving hats off to that. And that's on the road. We keep forgetting, like, some of these bigger schools, like where, like, you know, Arkansas showed up to Arkansas Pine Bluff. Like, there's some of these big schools that actually took a challenge and are playing another big school to kind of give the fans something to want to watch. Okay. Malcolm's crying because he didn't get strawberry milk. And then at number 9, Missouri. I think Missouri at 9 is probably the perfect, probably the most perfect one to sit on here. Luther. What's his last name, Antonio?
Fuck, you wouldn't have said, and I would have been able to tell.
Sorry, John. Luther something the third. I know that's his name. For Missouri, probably the number 1 wide receiver that's going to come out of the draft this year. Luther Bolden.
I want to say Burden.
Chris, are you doing that for us?
Luther Burden the third.
Okay.
What team are they on?
Missouri, wide receiver. But they look good. We're going to see how they do against SEC again this year. I think eventually Missouri's going to bounce out of the SEC. I think it's just kind of not – they're going to see kind of where maybe they can go back to the Big 12 and just kind of see where they're standing with some of that. Am I tripping on that?
I think so. I think they started getting the recruits to be able to compete in the SEC, but you might be right, just because of where they're at in the SEC. If they were, it would still be hard. Yeah, you might be right, actually. But they might lose those recruits though.
Yeah, so they're really far, like north, like from Tuscaloosa. They're still like 6 hours or something like that. But I guess if you're counting that, if you go from Tuscaloosa to South Carolina, that's really fucking far. Yeah. Gainesville to Missouri is really fucking far.
Yeah.
And then if the ACC goes kaput, Miami to fucking Missouri is a far drive. And then you got Miami playing in the snow possibly in the later part of the season. That's going to be bonkers.
Yeah, that's it. They might leave. They probably getting more bread over here too, though. So I don't. They might though, because if they left and they kept the people that they brought in so far, they'll go back and make a lot of noise over there. So.
Well, I mean, they. So it's funny. They've made an SEC championship game, Tonio. They've been to a conference championship.
That's what I'm saying. They're not sorry, but they just over there with Georgia. It's like, you know, it's crazy. They actually came in and replaced. I guess Florida is the second best team in the SEC West.
East.
Yeah, East.
Tonio, you got to get out of these SEC East mindsets now. That's not a thing.
What is it? It's just the SEC now?
SEC, yeah. That's all. That's it. The top 2 teams are playing for SEC titles.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's like the Big Ten. So
go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's kind of so that's what conferences are. The Pac-12 did it last year. They were the first one to do it, but obviously that's kaput now. But it's kind of like the Big Ten where Ohio State and Michigan, after they played the game, they could play for a Big Ten title the next week, like right after that.
Watch that happen.
That would be the best. Oh my God, that would be fantastic. But that was our top 10. The only thing, Miami is not in the top 10. I might have put them in there, but I don't know who I would take completely out of the top 10. You'd probably say Michigan, but they got to win. I think, and then Matt said it the best. The weeks before they play Ohio State, they don't show you what they're trying to do because they don't want to show Ohio State what they're doing. And I think that's what they're doing with Texas is they're not showing Texas any of their shit. If you watch the game, that offense was vanilla as fuck. Yeah. Very basic, very regular. Even the defense, that's why a lot of that.
But I think as a fan, like Matt is, I would say some shit like that if my team looked ass too. Yeah, we just not trying to show them before the big game.
That's fair.
I might just suck. And that might be Texas might 30 ball on Michigan next week.
So if Harbaugh was there, do you think Michigan absolutely beats Texas?
Absolutely.
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 And then with Sharon Moore, you don't think Michigan has a shot?
He's on TV crying over a white man. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck. I'm not gonna cry over you on TV, Billy. Maybe
no.
He was. Yes, he was.
No, stop. He was crying because it was his first win as a head coach. Bro, and it was a big time win.
Bro, it was like,
come on, man.
Jim, just like fucking Samuel Jackson was saying, Miss Sure Candid on
no,
Tango,
bro.
Same
stop.
thing. It's the same thing. Same thing, Billy. He's just out there. So I kind of want him to lose.
You realize he thanked like 7 people before he got to Jim Harbaugh, right?
And that's when he started crying when he got to Jim.
He was crying as soon as they was talking to that motherfucker.
He should have cried on the first name.
And he also, now that I might be wrong, Chris, look up the clip when tell us when he started crying, because it might have been when he was hugging one of those players and he was like, I fucking told you, and that's when he started to kind of like let it out.
I don't think.
But a great week one. I thought it was amazing. I love how a lot of the commercials, I don't know if you caught this, Tonio, was like explaining the 12-team playoff. Like it was like, hey, just so you know, the top 4 seeds get a bye.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I watched that shit. And then the funniest part was when the dude was like, yeah, I just explained it and y'all probably still don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And I was just like, yeah.
Yeah. He was tearing up and wiping his eyes as soon as Jenny Taft started talking to him.
Bingo. Fuck you, Tonio.
Didn't even ask a question to him. He was already crying.
He was on the phone with Jim before.
Oh, my God. You're just, damn, dude. I just can't stand you sometimes, man. I don't. Let's get into we'll go to the first game that we watched this week was Colorado, North Dakota State. Tonio, what was your takeaway from the game? Because I think you and I are going to differ from this one.
Let's see. Hold on. Because we'll be quick. Really,
it's going to kind of just be like, well, fucking, like it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because if he wins, everyone's just going to be like, oh, it's FCS. Who cares? As opposed to us, when he beats them, we're going to sit there and say that's a great team. Like that's a good win.
Yeah, and I want to get it out here before the game because this show will be out here before the game. You say that you're hoping. Because, like I said, North Dakota State, they've upset some major teams in the past. They did it. They went in there and won. And that's what we've been seeing. I think, first of all, I want to give it shouts out to North Dakota State. That is the most disciplined team I've ever watched. And I've only caught like a couple of their championship games, never just watched them. Hey, Deion said like next day, bro, 11 to the ball, all of that, bro. Like defensively sound, offensively amazing. That quarterback back there, bro,
was not scared.
Hey, bro, why is he not at a D1 school, bro? Like,
I don't know. Fucking
Texas A&M and Florida could use him. Like, hey, man. Fuck it. Hey, NCAA, we'll pay whatever fine to get him here now. Takeaways though, North Dakota State, looking at it, North Dakota State, they'll probably win the championship again this year over there. That's happening, just looking at it. And like I said, hats off to them because they played a hell of a game on both sides of the ball. Pat Shermer had an offensive plan for him, and it worked. We gonna make y'all run sideline to sideline. Y'all can't keep up with us, and that's what proved to be true. Jimmy Horn, 7 catches, $198, Travis Hunter, 7 catches, 132, 3 tugs.
3 tugs. That 1 touchdown catch, that was the best catch of the season. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, that
was incredible.
That was it. Would have the one before where he got his face mask grab. If he would have caught that one, bro, I would have just been like, you know what? Y'all just get him to hiding, bro. Like that. That's crazy as fuck. But to me, the takeaways I got, although Shedeur was pressured, last year, game 1, he was sacked 8 times. This year, once. And the one time he got sacked this year, he ran into that. It wasn't even.
Yeah, that was his fault.
Yeah, it was his fault. So I don't care what Matt say. That offensive line looked light years better. I know it was North Dakota State, but like I said, those disciplined players were playing. They were gap sound, so they were going where they needed to be.
Shedeur could not get outside and make anything happen.
Yeah.
He was in the pocket.
Yeah, and they kept the pocket clean for the most parts to let Shedeur go for 400 yards. The defensive line, although they did give up like those little short plays, and then they got like 4 sacks, so that's more than all of last year, I think.
That read option, they really weren't defending well.
Yeah, they wasn't until the second half. The second half, they came out and adjusted and it looked better, but they were really stopping the run up the middle, and they couldn't do that at all last year, at all. So they look better. The secondary, I don't know how. I mean, they really ain't get tested for real. It was a lot of dink and dunk shit.
Yeah,
I think that one high safety shit that they was doing with Shiloh, he had to make a lot of big touchdown saving tackles again. He's tackling better in space, way better in space, instead of trying to big boom him.
But in the Big 12, though, I don't think it's going to work like that.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be able to do that. And I think the only reason why they were in that defense, I'm hoping, is because of who they played and how they run their offense. But offensively, they still look amazing. Defensively, I still got to see more.
We got to see the running game, Tonio. It can't be Shedeur throwing 40 times a game.
And that's what Deion said, because they ran the ball total probably like 6 times. They didn't even give Dylan Hayden, the transfer from Ohio State, enough time to really get going. Like you said, the only person that shout out to my dog Cam, he in here watching. Comments. Like I said, or like you said, Charlie, he was the only one that had like that explosive run for the first down, and then they just went away from it. And I was like, hey man, let's just keep running it.
Yeah, it was why did they go away? Because he had, correct me if I'm wrong, he had that big burst for the first down. He had another carry after that it was only for 3 yards, but it was like, let's beat this defense down a little bit. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah. And I thought like, all right, they see like, because 3 yards of carry, Billy, you from the South technically, but where I'm from, hey, it's 3 yards a carry, and hell, hey, you get 4, we had a first down. And so they really got to work on that clock management. We still seeing the same clock management issues from last year as well.
Deion has to do something about that.
Yeah, right before halftime, had to burn that time out unnecessarily. Mata came on to kick 3 points, but if you play the clock right, then it's 7, and now you on top instead of going into the half trailing.
Yeah,
but I did not like what I see. They didn't look bad to me. Like everybody else is just like, oh, they still sorry as hell. They played an FCS school. Well, they played the best FCS school in the last 17 years.
And so I got 2 things. First of all, your shirt's really great. Secondly, you're welcome. Secondly, I think it's bad. They could have they could have got a touchdown on that last play because I couldn't say the cat's name who went for that pick and let them catch that ball. If that would have been 6 more yards in, that would have been a touchdown.
Yeah.
And you saw Travis as soon as he caught it, he was like, "What the fuck are we doing? Why are you? What is happening?"
Yeah. I think it was not. I think it was Hodge. I think it was Hodge on that other side, and everybody was looking because I don't know if you look, but Shador and Shiloh was taking jabs at each other at practice like the next day because Shador called him dirty. And
is that hit? Because those 2 hits, really, the 2 hits.
He was just messing with him. I don't think he's dirty, but
he's not dirty. Whoa! It just was too.
Yeah. So he was like, Shador called him dirty, and he was like, "Yeah, I wouldn't have had to see the field again if you wouldn't have threw the ball on the like that." And then Shador was like, "I didn't know y'all was gonna let him catch a Hail Mary pass and not bat it down." So that shit was funny. I think they're having more fun this year. But as my dog Cam alluded to in the comments, that Nebraska game gonna be bigger than it was last year. And it's just because it's gonna be more physical. Nebraska proved that they can run the ball last week, putting up 200, I think, on the ground. So you're gonna have to do that, and they got more of a passing quarterback over there.
Yeah, so, Dylan, the number 1 quarterback in the country for recruits.
Yeah, so we're gonna see. It's gonna be really interesting because they did get better on the other side. Last year, the cornerback across from Travis was a little questionable, but
to say the least.
Yeah, now they have a better corner on that side, and Shiloh is playing more instinct football instead of, like I said, I'm gonna knock your fucking head off. I still want to see him knock my head off. That's just me though. Yeah. I like that shit, but like they already on his head. Week 1, I thought he was gonna get called out or kicked out for targeting, but they didn't. They just gave him 15 yards. But yeah, man.
So we got 2 more games to react to, and we'll just I'll put them together. Miami and Florida. Cam Ward was out there looking 10 times faster than everybody else. He's out there walking to the sideline. Yeah. He's so wide open. He's moving at a slow. If you watch it from the quarterback perspective, he's moving so slow, but his mind is 8 times faster than everybody else out there on the field. He was making these throws where you're just like, holy shit.
It was a TikTok video about it. It was like, Cam Ward just out here playing around with Texas. He just jogging. They down. He don't give a fuck. He threw an interception, came back, still don't give a fuck. And then he just started going off. He was like, look at him. He just shredding these people effortlessly. And it was like no urgency at all. Just, these boys suck. I tell you what, Shador's quarterback coach, the prices just went up because he's Shador's coach, he's Cam Ward's coach, and he's the kid from Virginia Tech's coach. And all of them had a fucking weekend, boy. Yeah. They all had a weekend. So the prices just went up. Cam Ward went into the swamp and shit, cleaned it up. That shit was a river when he left out. It was a clean body of water, bro.
For sure.
He looked good. He looked good enough to, get people talking about him. And now he's going back to that ACC where some of his opponents ain't gonna be that good. Yeah. If he keep putting up numbers like that, quarterback.
For let me talk about Cam real quick, dude. He's the epitome of the transfer portal working for you. Unlike DJ Uiagalelei, where Incarnate Ward, that's where the fuck he was at, putting up those numbers. Washington State went in the Pac-12, put up a bunch of numbers. Now he's on a Heisman campaign at Miami, trying to bring the U back. For somebody who ran the triple option in high school, 0 stars, 0 offers, to be this guy now is a really incredible story. Real quick on the Billy Napier thing. So let me just say I understand if he gets fired. I know that I've been a Billy Napier guy the whole time he's been there. There is something to be said. Graham Mertz is god awful. It's funny, dude. I literally wrote right here on my notes, Graham Mertz is awful. And as I was writing, I was like, what the fuck? Tonio, I go back into my Vans shoebox to look at other notes from the show. Last year, week 1 against Utah, I literally said the same fucking thing. Graham Ertz is awful. Like, why? This dude is so bad. But Billy Napier, now hear me out for this, for him to stick around. He has the number 1 dual threat quarterback from this class. I think you got to give him one more year, and you got to give him this guy.
Stop, Billy. Stop.
I know. I'm not saying that that's the right thing. I'm just saying Nick Saban even said it himself. You got to give these guys time.
Nope. Get him out of there.
Get him out of there. Speaking of a coach to get him out of there, Antonio, LSU lost to USC. And you're already saying Brian Kelly ass.
Hey,
shouldn't be in there.
My boy Cam, oh my God, Cam is an LSU.
Cam's still with us, right?
No, that's still so. I think so. We were talking during the game, like we were on the game. I'm in a dynasty with him and a bunch of boys from down that way. Online dynasty for NCAA. It's so fun.
Ravens done tomorrow. I hope so.
And the whole time he just like, yo, Brian Kelly, what are you calling? Why are we going for it on 4th and 1? Let's kick the field goal. Let's do all this stuff. Like all the stuff you could do to put yourself in position to win. It was like Brian Kelly was doing the opposite of it. And it's like, what are we doing, bro? Like, and because offensively, they didn't look bad, but they didn't look, what I'm used to seeing for LSU. And on the defensive side, their defensive line is terrible.
This is probably their worst defensive line in a long time. I think that's one of the things with a coach like Brian Kelly, like he's going to not pay attention to that defense as much.
That's what I'm saying. And you can't do that where you at, Billy. And I know you be thinking I'd just be like glazing over the SEC, bro, but no, it's just what I grew up in. It's what I grew up watching. I know the formula. Big boys on both sides of the trenches, they're strong as fuck, clogging shit up. That ain't what they got down there. They got some fucking ballet dancers on their defensive line that's supposed to twinkle toddle their way in between offensive line. Well, you can't do that when Lincoln Riley like, y'all got to protect my quarterback. I'm going to go get me somebody that's going to block at least on the other side of the line. And that's what he did. And they blocked really well the whole game because fucking, what's his name? Quarterback from USC went for 300 yards on them boys.
Mason Miller?
Yeah, Mason Miller. Went for
Miller Boss.
Yeah, that's what it is. Weird name. Kind of cool, actually. Went for 300 on them like it was no problem. Yeah. So I think I know you say he a good coach, but as Cam alluded to in the group chat, he a good coach for Notre Dame and shit like that. You need to go back to one of them schools, Cam. Billy, he don't belong, bro. You see, Jimbo got kicked out of there. Like, and
also Jimbo never made an SEC championship game. Brian Kelly did his first year. Jimbo never put up a high score. Brian Kelly did.
It don't matter, Billy. It don't matter.
That matters. What are you talking about?
It don't matter, Billy. He made it to the game and got destroyed. He made it to the SEC championship and got the fuck beat out of him.
Was it bad? Yeah. Chris, can you look up the SEC title game? LSU, Georgia?
He had a fucking Heisman winner that won Heisman, put up big numbers, and did what last year?
Nothing.
Nothing. What the fuck does that mean, man? That ain't what we play for over here, Billy. And you know I'm not lying. You can say what you want to, but the last 20 years, if you look at conference who won the chip, I guarantee you, I'm willing to bet you your whole check and my hair that is more SEC than any other conference on.
Yeah, that's silly. Obviously, yes. But if you're a school like LSU, you won one with Nick Saban, you got one with Les Miles, you got one with Ed Orgeron. What are you doing after that? Are you just going to keep firing these coaches till you get the right guy, and then just be irrelevant?
Cam said, bring back Ed Orgeron just because he wanted to sleep with college women. What that mean? They grown.
They're grown. That's a grown decision.
So, ain't no reports came out and say he was forcing these women. The hoes wanted him too. So it's yeah, so it's because he talk funny, bro. That's all.
Here's
It
a
is.
fun fact. Brian Kelly's got as many double-digit wins in LSU as Nick Saban has. This is just his third year.
At LSU.
Yep. Saban was there 5 years, got double-digit wins twice. Brian Kelly's been there 2 years and 1 game, and has gotten double-digit wins.
Well, let's see what Nick got over him. A ring. Brian never gonna get.
It took him 5 years to get the ring.
Couldn't have.
Yeah, he got it and then left.
If you're talking about at LSU, he won the Peach Bowl, the Sugar Bowl, lost the Cotton Bowl, won the Sugar Bowl, lost the Capital One Bowl, and then left.
Well, so did he win it year 3?
Those are the bowls he won, Billy.
Yeah, but the BCS back then, it was whatever. It could have been the. That's what I'm asking. Is like the.
The Sugar Bowl. That would have been his 4th year. That was the national championship that year in 2003.
Yeah.
What we on year 4 for Brian?
3.
Well, he ain't starting off going to no championship, Billy. One more loss, and he's out of there.
All right, hey, so let's get it faster. So next week, Texas, Michigan. That's where game day is going to be. It's going to be a great game day. Michigan, you can say what you want. Great game day atmosphere. Great college football game day atmosphere. And that's what I got. I have Texas winning, and I'm upset.
I'm not. I'm going Texas too, just because Matt would go Michigan.
And then we got Arkansas, Oklahoma State. Real quick, Arkansas had the ball 10 times, scored 10 times. Didn't even remotely punt. No field goals. No turnover on downs. Scored a touchdown every time they touched the fucking ball. Now it was Arkansas playing buff, but at the same time, that's fucking 10 touchdowns. Like it doesn't. However you want to say, 10 touchdowns is 10 touchdowns. That's incredible. And I think they go in and I think they beat Oklahoma State. I think the first half, Oklahoma State will show up and be like, hey, we're not fucking pine bluff. And I think that'll take Arkansas back a little bit. But then I think they take over right in the second half with Sam Pittman.
I think so.
All right. Let's get Chris back into the conversation now after 42 minutes. The NFL starts tomorrow. My Baltimore Ravens take on Kansas City in their Super Bowl celebration in Kansas City. Chris, how do you think this game is going to play out?
I mean, that's a hell of a question.
I asked it.
Well, the Ravens are coming off a disappointing playoff run, as I'm sure Billy and other Ravens fans would acknowledge. And the Chiefs are on what has it been, 3 out of the last 4 years now with the Super Bowl?
Yep. Looking for a three-peat this year.
Yeah, I believe they lost the opening game last year, if I'm remembering correctly. I think Chris Jones wasn't on that game. I don't think the Chiefs have any issues like that this year. The Ravens started out pretty hot last year. They tend to be fairly quick starters with Lamar, it seems like. And I don't know. I feel like the Chiefs have been too. I'm expecting a pretty high-scoring game. I think it'll be a lot of fireworks. Usually offensive coaches, when they have a whole offseason to draw up new shit, usually we get a fun first couple of games. Winning-wise, I'm going to pick – I think Baltimore will take it. I think they feel like they got something to prove more so than the Chiefs do. I don't think the Chiefs are going to be as hungry with all the championships they've won the last few years. I think it's hard to maintain that hunger and still go in and grind day in and day out.
True that. Codio.
I think the Chiefs' run is done. I seen a picture about Travis Kelce showing like his last 3 women that he talked to, and it was like these 2 thick ass black women. And then it was Taylor Swift with her nothingness, and they was like, he not happy over there. The money not doing it no more. that misery gonna show up on the field, Billy. And he's just gonna call it quits. That's what I'm hoping. I know they'll still be good, but fuck Pat Mahomes, fuck Brittany, fuck Jackson, and fuck whatever Pat Mama name is. Shout out to his daddy though. I hope he got out of jail. I hope his daddy got out of jail. And
Hey, hold on, Tana. You telling me you wouldn't holler at nobody built like a pencil if they had billions of dollars in the bank account?
Yeah, probably, but it ain't about me, shit. It ain't about me, you know. Hell, he had money, shit.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
He had a couple million.
Yeah, he had money, goddamn it.
Hey,
Taylor
billion.
made a couple million announcing
Million
a
is not
show.
billion.
Hey, yeah, he has money. Shit, I ain't got no millions. If I had some millions, I probably still do it. I ain't gonna lie. I got
a couple hundreds in the bank in the savings account.
Yeah,
Hey, his girl could go play one concert and make his entire career earnings in 3 hours.
Yeah.
That's a whole different kind of money, Tony.
That's it crazy, bro. That's it crazy, bro. What's the name, bro? I don't. Man, I don't know how you do it. I've been married and probably got some kind of
Tony would have done that reverse Tyrese.
Yeah, some kind of nuptial sign. You leave me, I won't have. I won't have. I'd be like Elon Musk's wife. He left
I'd
with
just say 0.5%.
Couple
No, I would be the Dave Chappelle Oprah Winfrey skit. That would be the best way to do it. You just hang out. Hey, baby, can I have some money? Oh man. But honestly, this game specifically, I would like the Ravens to lose. Obviously, I'm gonna rep. But
what?
I'm not a silly fans. I want a loss. I want to play them again in the playoffs. It's so hard to beat a team twice, let alone a very good team 2 different times that is not in your division. Because that's the saying. It's hard to beat a team twice. It's hard as fuck to beat a team 3 times. We've seen numerous times where regular season 2-0 division winners play their division rival in the playoffs, and that's kind of what happens is they lose that last 3rd game. I'd like the Ravens to fucking not run the ball with Derrick Henry, sit Lamar down. Let's play Josh Johnson.
I know you're going to get them not running the ball in the playoffs. Just you got to wait on that one.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. So if we do it now, maybe we'll be like, oh, hey, last game we didn't run the ball and we lost. Maybe this game we need to fucking run the ball. But honestly, that's kind of what I'm hoping. If they win, I'm happy. If they lose, I'm happy. Everything's cool. I think this is Lamar's year. This is a put up or shut up year. For Lamar, like it's okay. 2 MVPs. Don't get me wrong. I've said this on this show 100 times, especially to Chris. A relevant team is a relevant team. If my team is in the playoffs constantly, I'm not upset that I'm not winning a fucking Super Bowl every 5 seconds. I'm not a bandwagon Chiefs fan who's just like, oh, I love the Chiefs. So, yeah, we're winning Super Bowls. Blah blah blah. No, I'm a Ravens fan. It's gonna be what it is. I don't want my quarterback to die like some people on their teams. Tonio, you've had your quarterback go.
Is that a shot at Chris, bro?
Yeah, absolutely. But we were going to keep going. Tonio, you're very understanding. Hey, thank you for the 6 rings. I'm going to ride that out and hope we just keep rebuilding this thing and fix it.
Yeah, we not. It ain't looking good. But I'm still here, bro. You know, like.
That's it. I'm still here.
I've seen the glory, bro. I appreciate, Chris don't let me go back and appreciate what the fuck we had. But I'm doing it. I got to see a 2012 Super Bowl win. I can ride that out. Now my son, I hope he can see one. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm asking. Just let him see one. Hey.
He's old. He's still in diapers. So you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be this way. The Ravens ain't worse since you've been in diapers. You know? Another shot at Chris, by the way, just so everybody's tracking. Green Bay, Philly, that's another game we're looking forward to on Sunday in Brazil. I don't know what time that's going to be. I don't know if it's a morning thing, but like the way the coasts are, maybe it's the same. It's going to equate. Tonio, how do you feel about that game?
Pretty sure it's a West Coast game, technically.
I hope to see Philly. I hope to see Philly get back on track. It's kind of hard where if your head coach and your quarterback don't get along, I told you the only place I've seen that shit work is with us, for real. And that's because the owner was like, yeah, fuck you, Bill. You're going to still work for me and you're going to like Tom. And that's what happened. That's what had to happen. I just don't know if that's the case over in Philly, but if they could find a way to put their differences aside, like shit like that, then they definitely will be back to where they need to be because they addressed all their offseason needs. Secondary, fixed it. Went and got I still don't know how they got this linebacker over here, but they went and got him, and it's like, all right, well, now we got what's his name from the Bucks, right? He came from the Bucks.
Shaq Barrett.
Yeah. No, that ain't who they got.
Yeah.
No, it was somebody else.
From the Bucks, it was Shaq Barrett.
Well, he went from the Bucks then.
Did
he come from Baltimore? Did y'all?
Patrick Queen went to Pittsburgh.
It was another. It was another strong ass goddamn Devin White. Why
was I saying Shaquille Barrett? Yeah. Devin White.
Devin White went to there, and that's a crazy grab for them as well.
Yeah.
That defense.
Their secondary, bro. They got the best corner in the draft, Quinyon Mitchell from Toledo. Then they got Cooper DeJean, who could have been the number one corner taken if he didn't get hurt in the second round. And then they got another corner in the third round just to be like, hey, just in case. And then they got Johnny Coleman from Florida State, this big, huge receiver. And then got Jahan Dotson, another receiver. And we didn't even say Saquon.
Bro.
This team is going to be so good.
They went and got better. I just hope Sirianni knows what he was doing. I hope he don't squander it like Andy Reid did when he was over there. He did, Billy. I'm sorry. Billy could have won a chip. We ain't got to get into it. He fixed it. Now he's winning in Kansas City, but he squandered it over there.
We're going to talk about that Andy Philly debacle eventually.
Okay, we can do that. Chris, how you feel about it? I know you're a hater.
Wouldn't say I'm a hater for the Eagles. I think they did address their needs in the offseason, as both of y'all alluded to. I'm a little cautious, being that they only address the secondary through the draft. It feels like it's often hit or miss when you try to address a major need specifically through the draft, and that secondary was, it's about as bad as you could get last offseason if they're not able to stop anybody.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, even if it's half of a player, half of a veteran, that's a significant upgrade to what they had.
Yeah. It can't get no worse. So I guess if you're looking at a glass half full, that's the way to look at it.
Okay.
But those rookies are really, really going to have to carry some major weight on that secondary, because if they got to go basically with what they had last year, if those rookies don't pan out to even be just middle of the road starters, then their season's going to be over pretty much before it begins. I think offensively, I don't think they'll have any issues with adding Saquon and Dotson to an already explosive receiving core.
Yeah.
I don't see their offense having an issue putting up points. I think with the Eagles, it's really just a matter of, can they hold teams to under 27 a game? If they can do that, I would expect them to run away with the division, given how thin the Cowboys are. Seemingly the entire fucking roster at this point. As far as the Packers, I am picking the Eagles to win this, by the way. As far as the Packers go, I think Jordan Love's going to come out and he's going to ball out this year. I know y'all love to play the clip about me calling him dead before his career really began at the start of last season. For those that watched the show last year through the weeks, I did amend that statement. What was it, like week 7, week 8, somewhere in there?
Wait a minute. It ain't even that clip that's the viral clip, Chris. It's the one where you said,
y'all want to talk about the playoff one. Yeah. That's cool too.
That's the one. We've been forgave you for saying he was because that's funny as fuck. It was funny. It was like, yeah, it's trash.
But my opinion has shifted on Love. I think the Packers are going to be a great team this year. A little sneak preview for later when we're doing our what were we calling it, Billy? Our hot takes. What was it called? Bold predictions. Was that
Bold
it?
predictions? Yes.
Yeah, I'm got a bold prediction that's featuring the Packers. So I'll save that for later. But
Nice.
I do think the Eagles will take this game.
What up, Smitty?
Smitty, what's up, dude? Great to see you, man. I hope you're doing well. I don't know. Are you still in battalion, Smitty? You just hit the not battalion, wherever your next duty station was.
Smitty out there living a good free life, man. He out there working down there. He's still on the coast though. Actually, you know what's crazy? You and Smitty live like right around the corner from each other.
Yeah, no, we talked about that. I know he lives somewhere on the other side.
No. Yeah, we live on the other side from where you at. He close.
Yeah.
Y'all probably like 10 minutes away from each other. If you look in the comments, Billy, that's where they talking at.
Yeah, no, I'm on the comments now.
And we actually got some breaking news happening live as the show's going on.
Jealous, Smitty, jealous.
The Cubs will show to Imanaga and their bullpen combined for their first no-hitter at Wrigley since 1972.
That's insane.
So congrats to the Cubs for getting a no-hitter.
Doesn't count if it's not one guy. I don't give a shit.
Fucking hate it.
Sorry. It doesn't matter. I hate these analytic motherfuckers. Get that motherfucker out there. Throw 160 pitches. Give me a no-hitter. I don't give a fuck. Chris, Dallas and Cleveland. Back to the NFL. Sorry. We're kind of getting a little more on time than I thought.
Dallas and Cleveland, I think Amari Cooper's going to come out and have a game and show the black Kirk Cousins why he called him that. I think he's going to fucking ball out, probably go for about 200, 3 touchdowns. And I think Dak Prescott will throw for about 203 touchdowns on the last 2 drives to lose by a field goal.
I'm interested to see y'all offense, Chris. I ain't gonna lie. When I heard that
shit, I am too, because Rico Dowdle's named the fucking starter over Dalvin Cook and Ezekiel Elliott. Like,
starter dog, I was
running back room is trash, receiver room is trash outside of CD.
And Brandon Cooks. Stop forgetting about Brandon Cooks, this 1,000-yard receiver.
Yeah, gets 1,000 yards every fucking year until he comes to Dallas, and then Dak can't get him 1,000. Gee, wonder why.
He's getting the ball a CD every fucking 3 throws. He's
shit. Hey, CD gotta get 22 targets for all that.
Didn't Brandon Cooks get 1,000 yards on the same field as fucking Cooper Kupp?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was before Cooper Kupp really elevated. Elevated his game.
I feel like he had 1,000 yards the year Cooper Kupp. Was he still there? Or did they get rid of him for?
Nah, he was there for that Jared Goff Cooper Kupp combo.
Okay. Yeah, I'm interested to see the Cowboys, dog. I ain't gonna lie. Not even to hate, just to see, because I don't know how that guy got the starting running back job over Dalvin Cook and Zeke. That means
because Zeke has been cooked for 3 years and Dalvin Cook has been cooked for probably close to the same amount of time.
Dalvin Cook's been better. Stop. He ain't been cooked as long. But I bet, so as much as you want to talk trash about Mike McCarthy, like, I bet he's at practice like, God damn, these running backs suck. Like, there's
yeah. If y'all had Hard Knocks on y'all this year, Chris, it would have been the funniest shit to watch Mike McCarthy be like, what the fuck am I into? Like,
I mean, this ain't even a bold prediction, but this will be McCarthy's last year with Dallas for sure.
Oh, Chris, yeah, way to go outside the fucking lines.
They're not winning the Super Bowl. Jerry's gonna shit can his ass.
Hey, y'all seen that? The Raiders fan, he was like a little like this like little 12-year-old boy or whatever. He was like, "What do you think the Raiders are gonna do this season?" He was like, "Not make the Super Bowl." It's just this little boy, dude. He's just Raiders decked out. He just doesn't give a fuck, dude. It ain't for us.
Cowboys trash, goddamn. Hey, bro, I'm Chris.
I see Chris's son like, yeah, we ain't got it this year. I can just see
the coach. If Mike McCarthy, if he get fired, you know who's becoming the coach, y'all, right?
It don't make a fuck who's becoming the coach because Jerry ain't gonna let him be the coach.
Nah, this one he gonna let be the coach. It's gonna be somebody you shitted on for the last year and a half.
If Belichick would have got it, Tonio, he would have got it this year.
Nah, bro, McCarthy, he had to see it through, man. He had to see it through. If Bill go over there to the Cowboys, bro, I'd be sick.
If Belichick becomes the head coach, it's going to be far more explosive than it was with Bill Parcells.
Hey, so Tom Pelissero had he was on the Rich Eisen show, and he was like, don't be shocked if Dak goes to the Giants. And I would love for Dak to go to the Giants, win a Super Bowl, and just shit all over the Cowboy haters who are like, fucking Dak sucks. Oh, that would be better than the Patriots one because it would be with the Giants, and it would just be I would buy a Dak Prescott jersey. I would be so excited to do that because of how much I hate the Cowboys.
Chris would use all of his life savings to have a hit taken. Even that one over there in New York, Chris would have him fucking killed, bro. Like it would be so bad. It would be so bad. It would be like you wasted all these prime years.
Chris's good years, dude. You're wasting Chris's good years. Not even Dak.
If Dak wins a Super Bowl with the Giants, I'm gonna have to hit up Matt and figure out where to go to get one of them white hood he rocks. And I'm gonna make sure it ain't another Prescott nowhere in Mississippi. All right.
Oh shit. Hey,
Chris, we are live, dude.
That's okay. It's all for entertainment.
Hey, bro, Mark finna get rid of us.
Now we're past 10 minutes in. We got an hour in. We're good.
Chris, that's for YouTube. Facebook still can. They look for the whole thing.
Oh.
Oh fuck! Damn.
Oh
Damn.
my god. Oh,
Man, what's up, man? What's next, man?
I don't even know. Hold on. Let me compose myself. Last NFL game that's of importance. Hold on. Speaking of hoods, Nick Bosa and the 49ers and playing the Jets.
What a transition, Chris. Nick can show you where to get them hoods from for sure.
Oh man.
I hear one of them 49er boys got shot. Maybe he can join me. Get a little revenge.
Hey, bro, we getting banned.
The NFL version of American X. He's just turned into the dog.
Who the 49ers play, bro? Yeah, Smitty. Yeah. Who the 49ers play, dog?
The Jets.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we covered this game like super early in the offseason.
I think the Jets get fucking killed because Aaron Rodgers gonna still be sitting the stick man or whatever edibles he's on, he's still on them. Yeah, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad, bro.
I think you're tripping. Sauce Gardner, Garrett Wilson, they're gonna have great games. I think the Jets win this game,
bro. Garrett Wilson don't even like Aaron Rodgers. They almost got to fight at practice, like, because Aaron Rodgers was talking to him like, "Yeah, you gonna listen to me?" And Garrett was like, "I'm not one of them.
Fuck all that."
Like, fuck you, bro. You're not talking crazy to me.
Play for 3 plays. Shut up.
Well, if Ricky Pearsall don't want to join me, I know who I'm going to next.
Stop.
Hey. You gotta chill.
Hey, Smitty's right. Yeah, you gotta chill.
Realistically, though, that Jets defense should be good to give the 49ers offense some smoke, give Purdy some smoke, see where they at.
Yeah.
But I'm expecting Ayuk all that money he just cried for, I need at least 2 tugs first game. At least.
Who drafted Ayuk in our league? Do you know, Antonio?
I don't remember his name going off the board.
Yeah, he went decently early. But no, I don't think Ayuk's gonna have it. Purdy's gonna get kind of, I think, a little like hounded this early. And I think if Aaron Rodgers is on the field for a couple drives,
that's all they need.
He might do something to kind of put. Well, remember the Jets beat the Bills in Week 1 after he went down with Zach Wilson. So I think if Aaron can spot him fucking 20, I think they'll be okay.
Yeah.
But that's not to say I think the Jets just take it here just for that. Chris?
I think with Tyron Smith being able to be healthy, since it's the first game of the season, I think the protection will be good enough for Aaron to do what Aaron's fully capable of doing. I think it'll wind up being a close game, but I do feel like the Jets will wind up pulling it out. I am worried a little bit about rust with Aaron because he basically ain't played in 2 years at this point. The 49ers defense is still just as stacked as it's been the last couple years. Offensively, I mean, it's hard to question that offense when they got all their pieces. They got, Kittle, Debo, Ayuk, McCaffrey, like they're loaded with weapons.
And they made Trent happy or they making him happy because they getting him.
They guaranteed a lot of his contract. So I don't know. I think it'll wind up being a fun game to watch, a close game, but I think the Jets will pull it out.
Dre got Brandon Ayuk, Billy.
Okay.
While we talking about racism, Aaron Rodgers ain't really got to worry about that part, getting sacked, because Nick over there, he ain't gonna sack.
He won't hurt him.
Yeah, he won't. He's a friendly, so.
Hey, I was gonna say, if we go back, I do think Myles Garrett gets fucking 5 sacks on the Cowboys with that offensive line without that predominant tackle.
Hopefully he takes off Dak's helmet and beats him over the head with the 2.
Jesus Christ.
All right, so let's go to our bold predictions. Chris, you were alluding to one. Let's cut it out now.
I think this will wind up being a common bold prediction. I think the Bears win that division. And I think they win it by at least 2 games. And they get a playoff win.
A playoff win. That one's bold. Making the playoffs, I don't think that one, but when you said playoff win, okay.
Yeah, playoff win, they would have to play probably y'all. So, I don't know, Chris. When you said that before, it came true. So, maybe so.
Antonio, you got a bold prediction?
The Chiefs get put out first round of the playoff. Fuckers got to go down sometime, bro. And this year needs to be the year. I want a real black quarterback to win the Super Bowl, bro. Fuck Pat Mahomes.
Anyways, Antonio, let me go to yours for a second.
On this show.
We have been saying that the Chiefs are going to fall off this cliff for 2 years now.
Who is we? I picked them for the Super Bowl last year.
I just said Antonio. We.
Oh, okay.
Jesus.
Make sure you're not including me in that we.
Well, if I said the show we said, then it would be you. But I said me, Antonio, Chris. I just don't think I'll ever bet against Patrick Mahomes until I see otherwise. But here's my bold prediction. Josh Allen has a significantly worse year than his rookie year, or not since his rookie year, where all this talk about Lamar not getting it done in the playoffs, we don't give Josh the same credit where he's also not getting dubs. Now, he's played, let's say, significantly better in the playoffs. And it's by a lot. It's pretty bad. 21 touchdowns to Lamar's 6 touchdowns off of Josh
Allen. He also 5-5 in the playoffs.
Yes, he's played more games too. Lamar's fucking played 6 games. He's only won 2. But excuse me. His interceptions Lamar has is fucking 6 to his 6 touchdowns, and Josh Allen has 4 picks to his 21 touchdowns. Now he's had some quote unquote deeper runs, I guess. He's only been in one AFC title game, the same as Lamar. But I think this is where we see Josh Allen without a number 1 receiver, where Lamar has never had a number 1 receiver. You're going to see these games, these facets of Josh Allen where you're like, well, what the fuck? And that's kind of what we've been talking about, how the Lamar conversation goes, is he doesn't have a receiver like that. He doesn't have a Stephon Diggs. And I think this is the year that we really see Josh just kind of fuck up.
Because he has no one. Well, I ain't going to say no one, but he don't got Stephon Diggs.
His running game's not as deep as Lamar's. It's Brian Thomas Jr., who I think will be okay, James Cook, and Shakir. That's who he has to throw the ball to. That defense is nowhere near as good as it has been. Lamar has also got to benefit out for having a better coach and a better GM than the Buffalo Bills. So I think this is just Josh Allen's year to go down a peg, and us to stop talking about the Bills being Super Bowl favorites or AFC favorites at that. And Josh Allen, all this MVP talk, fucking no.
I think it'll be more so to prove if he's a legitimate top 5 quarterback in the league or not. If he can still go out there and perform with the dearth of talent that they now have, I think it'd be hard to argue he's at worst 3rd best quarterback in the league.
Yeah, but that's all I'm saying is that that's the anti-Lamar argument is that, well, he doesn't get it done in the playoffs, so, and neither does Josh. So what's that's my argument is why is it one way and then this other way? Looking at who they have. But that's it for bold predictions. Should we end the show here? We have maybe like.
Want to do the trivia?
Oh shit! Yeah, Chris.
So our segment, we've been doing it for a few weeks now.
Chris's Corner is what it's called.
Corner.
Chris's Corner. We used to have an old corner, but we ain't on that block no more. We started pushing work on another block. It's Chris's Corner now.
Yeah, I took your block over, Christian. You got a problem? Come on to the show and talk about it.
Damn, let him know.
So for
the
unofficial week 1, it's actually like week 4 or 5 of Chris's Corner.
Ooh.
We're going to take it to the NFL with the NFL season starting tomorrow. There's 3 players in NFL history who have achieved first-team All-Pro while a member of 3 different organizations. Can you name those 3 players? Now, this doesn't mean that they played for 3 teams and also had 3 All-Pro selections. This means they were All-Pro at stop 1, All-Pro at stop 2, and All-Pro at stop 3. They had to have at least 1 All-Pro season for each of these 3 teams they played for.
Damn.
Is one of them a college football coach right now?
Dion. That's
yes. One of them's on your Mount Rushmore glaze.
It's Dion. That was the first. That was the first spot I was guessing.
Atlanta in 92 and 93, San Fran in 94, and Dallas from 96 to 98.
That boy good.
Rod Woodson.
Nope.
Damn.
Is it a quarterback on this list, Chris?
No, great quarterbacks don't play for 3 teams.
Yeah. Running back?
No.
Not Randy Moss because he didn't do it for Oakland.
Fuck. I don't know. I need positions, bro. I can't.
No, hold on. Don't do positions yet.
Wait. Fuck position. Years. Aside, is Dion gonna be the oldest one?
Oh,
No,
look at
Dion
Smitty with a clutch. T.O.?
Yep, T.O. is one of them. San Fran from 2000 to 2002.
Oh yeah, Smitty.
Philly in 04
Philly
and
and
Dallas
Dallas.
in 07.
Yeah.
Now, this is the guy that I don't think y'all were going to get. I figured y'all would get Dion. I thought y'all would probably get T.O. I don't think y'all got a chance to get this last guy.
Okay, give us the years for this guy then.
The first year he won it was for the Colts when they were in Baltimore.
Johnny Unitas.
Nope.
Oh, it wasn't a quarterback. The Colts in Baltimore.
The Baltimore Colts. Come on, Billy. Shit. This is your team, kind of.
No, we're the Cleveland team. It's not the same. We went from Cleveland to Baltimore.
It's a weird transaction.
Smitty, are you looking this up? Wade? Who the fuck is Wade?
Who the fuck is Wade?
That's what I was
He
asking.
was an All-Pro for the Baltimore Colts, an All-Pro for the Green Bay Packers, an All-Pro for the Oakland Raiders, and then an All-Pro for the Los Angeles Raiders.
Not Howie Long. Not
He
John
definitely played defense, whoever it is.
Dick Lane. Dick Night Train Lane?
Nope.
This is a white guy.
I don't know what the fuck color this guy is. The fuck?
Chris, you
What is that? Tony, are you going to get it if he's black?
Yeah. You can look at a name, Chris, and if it's like Leroy, then
He looks like a white dude. Yeah, he's definitely a white dude.
oh, okay.
What position did he play?
Linebacker.
Linebacker all pro for the Packers.
Actually, he might not be a white dude. He was born in Guatemala.
He's white. His parents were on a mission trip or something.
He went to Miami for college.
Oh, too late. You laughing at the mission trip, Tony?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, fuck.
4-time Super Bowl champ, 8-time Pro Bowl, 4-time All-Pro, part of the All-70s team and the All-80s team.
Dick LeBeau?
Nope.
It's a linebacker for sure.
Yeah, Chris said it's a linebacker.
Smitty said that's wild, Billy. And that mission trip, kind of funny as fuck, bro.
Damn. Oh, not Bruce Matthews.
Let's see. Linebackers that was fire back then. Dick Butkus. Ted Lambert.
Ted Lambert. That's a name I didn't think I'd hear today. Damn. This is hard.
Middle linebacker? Is that what you said? Who was good with Dick Butkus, man? I know
He's a Hall of Famer.
they be talking about them.
Yeah, Hall of Famer.
I feel like once he says it, it's gonna be like, oh shit. I'll throw in the towel. I just know I'm not gonna get it now because there's too many names going on.
Bobby Bell.
Nope.
What was his number?
Shut the fuck up.
83 and 56.
You said what? 46?
83 and 56.
Oh, hell no. You're a linebacker at 83? That's too old.
Nah, bro. You gotta think on them shows, Billy, when they used to show them people in black and white, man. Just start naming random names.
All I hear in my head is the fucking.
Did Brewski daddy play? Is it a Ted?
It is a Ted.
Billy, let's go.
All right, hold on. Ted Schumer, Ted.
I mean, if y'all just want to look up the name, he was elected to the Hall of Fame in 1990 in his second year of eligibility.
Damn, Hall of Fame in 90? Yeah.
Bro, we gotta figure this out, bro. It's Ted, bro. How many Teds I know? Ted.
In 1999, he was ranked number 64 on the Sporting News list of 100 greatest football players.
Ted Lambert.
Not Ted Lambert. I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Ted Johnson.
It's too close to being black.
Okay.
Yeah, he's supposed to be black.
I feel like if he's black, it'd be Teddy Johnson.
Yeah, they just cut it. They cut it. Ted Anderson.
Nope.
Ooh. What does it start with? What's the last name start with?
H.
Ted Hendricks.
Henderson.
Ted Hendricks.
Hendricks. Yeah. Ted
Where's you got the names right now?
Huh?
You just said, let me check.
No, I said yes, Hendricks. Ted Hendricks.
Ted Hendricks. All right. Never heard of that guy. I'm sorry.
Bro, you gotta listen to them big buckets. I be bored, bro. Them ESPN people.
The whole time, as I was thinking about it, you ever watch the NFL's like top 10 players and the Sam Smith sound, the that's all that was going through my head. Like I couldn't think of anything. Bro, the Madden days, I would have the soundtrack, like the regular soundtrack, and I would add them NFL sounds. The fucking you remember, like if I said the sound of the tundra. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know the sound that I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Bro, that was my shit. And then on Madden 05, too, you had the Tony, whatever his name was, the fucking talk show.
Tony Bruno.
Tony Bruno. Oh, man.
Yeah.
That was my shit back then. Golly. These Maddens fucking suck dick now. You have nothing.
Well, we appreciate everybody that's as excited about football just being back as we are. I hope it goes by as slow as possible.
Just slow. Just let us have it.
Yeah, just slow as possible. I hope it's a cold winter this year so we see snow games. Like, I want to see it all. We got motherfuckers in Brazil. I was going to say the other thing, like in Paris, but I can't because we live. Yeah, so we got motherfuckers in Brazil. That's gonna be dope to watch, even though they can't go out in town in Brazil or nothing. They just can go to practice. Really weird.
Don't leave the hotel.
Yeah, interesting to see that. This live should be fun. Shout out to Smitty, shout out to Cam, shout out to
Appreciate it, Smitty. Thanks,
for coming and all of that. We got a lot of exciting football this weekend. Anybody want to bet? I got $100 on Colorado beating Nebraska. Anybody want to get in on that? Y'all got my number, or y'all comment under this post on Brick Shots with Billy Facebook page.
I'll take you on $50 for that, Tonio.
You taking Nebraska?
Yeah, just for because $50 is. I mean, I want Deion to win.
Yeah,
but for $50, I mean,
$50. Like I said, man. We appreciate y'all watching, tuning in. Make sure after y'all get off that Facebook, y'all go click that link for YouTube and subscribe. We on here. If y'all can't watch every time and y'all be needing something to listen to while you're at work, we on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, all of that. Every episode gets uploaded right. It gets uploaded earlier. The audio versions get uploaded earlier than the video version of the show, so you'll be able to listen as soon as you wake up in the morning.
Yep.
But
you can also hit that automatic download for our podcast specifically, to where if you're, in the freezer or you're fucking, out in the middle of nowhere on an oil rig or something, boom, we're right there.
Right there. Appreciate y'all. And this has been an episode of Brick Shots with Bill Antonio. Peace.
Appreciate it.